Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all the beautiful people out there. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I hope this day finds you in the best and brightest. Uh, there's so much to talk about today. Today, I want to talk about Trump going to war with the cartel, but there's two other groundbreaking things today that's going on that we're gonna have to talk about. We're gonna have to talk about too. Number one is this. Uh, Hold on. What today is? I don't know if you guys know what today is, but today's a good day for a lot of people, especially women in sports, which shows you what today is. Today's National Women in Sports Day. Today is also, we'll find out about this guy today, the groundhog, what he's going to do. But this to me right here is, you know, a great situation, especially for women, because I don't believe men should be playing in sports. And, I think Trump's going to stop all that. Whether you like the guy or not, he's getting a lot of stuff done. But let's uh let's go to this, man. A campaign promise that he made that he said he was going to do, and he did it. You know what? To be honest, I don't care who likes it or don't, man. The guy's refreshing to me to see somebody get stuff done, and you know, you got all these people pissed about the Doge, what they're doing with Elon Musk. Oh, he's a dictator. Oh, he's a billionaire. He's cutting $1 billion a day from the budget. But Rabbits, hello, good morning. Hope you're having a beautiful day. But let's play this, man, because I want you guys to see. This is from ABC, CBN News. This is, I think, back, I can't remember what date, but anyway, let me see. What date was this? It was a month ago, but look what Trump says.
Thank you very much. It will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only, but I've informed Mexico that it just cannot, we're not going to let it continue. The United States has lost 300,000 people a year. Think of that. I don't know. I mean, how many people?
Now, what I want to say here is why this is a certain topic to me that means a lot is because, you know, somebody who I believe was a victim of that was my stepson Sean. He died because of that. He wasn't trying to do fentanyl. Somebody gave him the wrong situation, whatever, and he perished. People obviously didn't care. You know what I mean? People do whatever. And the funny thing is that the drugs that's coming in, the fentanyl is China. I mean, not only that, the biggest border, the biggest border right now, Canada has a lot of fentanyl coming in this country. But people don't want to talk about that because they get offended. There's no watch what I say. There's no denying these countries want to take over. These countries want to stop what's going on all over the world. And how you stop the U.S. is by, drowning it with fentanyl. It's ridiculous.
Everybody you meet said, I lost my daughter, I lost my son to drugs, to fentanyl, mostly to fentanyl, but to drugs. Families are being destroyed, and we're going to stop it. We're not going to let that happen. And we're also going to be doing something that's, I think, going to help a lot. We're going to do very big advertising campaigns, just like a campaign for running for president. We spend a lot of money, but it'll be a very small amount of money relatively. We're going to advertise how bad drugs are for you, how bad they are. They ruin your look, they ruin your face, they ruin your skin, and ruin your teeth. If you want to have horrible teeth, take a lot of fentanyl. If you want to have skin that looks so terrible, take fentanyl. We're going to show what these drugs are doing to you. Nobody's done that before, and we're going to.
And to be honest, I'll say this, man. When I was in high school, when I went to Bartram, there was a guy over there who used to run a program for most of the kids, and it was a drug outreach program. John DeRazio, God rest his soul. But he used to do that, man. He would go to the high schools and show the effects of drugs, the skin, diseases, everything that you'd be up against if that's what you choose to do. And it made an impact on me, and I'm sure it made an impact on a lot of people. But they don't really do that no more, man. I mean, there's more money in this system. There's more money into the drugs. There's more money into the federal government getting kickbacks from drug cartels. Yeah, American politicians. I mean, why is there so much fentanyl pouring to the U.S.? These other countries don't let it slide. You sell drugs in China, you die. I mean, that's just reality. But thank God we have a president who's starting this war.
Do it. And that is, it's going to be like running a political campaign, just like running for president, just like we just did. Our citizens. And we will stop illegal immigration once. Every foreign gang member will be expelled, and I will immediately designate the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We're going to do it immediately.
Not only that, he's designating them as foreign terrorists, but now they say they're going to start going after our border patrol. How's that a fair game? I mean, you guys make these people ravage a distance, especially women, 20, 30. I don't know how many times a day they're getting assaulted, raped, and they got to come over this country, this journey through water and dry areas and no baths and showers and promise for $10,000 you can get the world. And now look, people getting deported. I mean, so you get promised the world for breaking the law. I mean, we could do that in another country, but the cartels are the ones, it's big business for them.
And will unleash the full power of federal law enforcement, ICE, Border Patrol.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about the guy, but he's making good on all his promises, man. And, we need that. But check this out Canada, who everybody talks so much about, right? Look what they just did.
Did you know that Amazon has
Donald Trump has a lot of gripes about Canada, but he keeps coming back to fentanyl.
It's pouring in from China through Mexico and Canada, and they've got to stop it.
Real quick, when did Joe Biden ever talk about fentanyl? When did he ever talk about deaths and drugs and all that shit, man? I mean, this is the difference. Like, I don't care who you are. This stuff's killing our country, it's killing our 300,000 people a year. I mean, for what? Because, people have come from broken situations and trauma, and drugs are the answer. And a kid who wants to experiment with something, or not a kid, I'm talking about a young adult, somebody who goes to experiment, not like when we were kids. Now you go experiment one time, you get fentanyl, you die. I mean, the games is not fair. It's not right. I'm not condoning anything. I'm just saying, man, as drugs, this hits me very hard, this fentanyl stuff. You know, this was I lost a lot of good friends to this stuff, a lot of good people like brothers to me. So to me, this means something. Fentanyl is a disgrace, and we shouldn't put up with it. And we shouldn't let the cartels run that stuff like they run this country. But the greed and the money. I mean, look, Trump's doing what he has to do now. He's got 100 days to get stuff done because he doesn't have another presidency. He doesn't have to do this, but he does it because he sees the carnage and what the drug brings. I mean, they're not even talking about crocodile, that other stuff, or trank, that horse tranquilizer that people are doing a lot of now, because it's a lot of that. But fentanyl was designed to take us out. You can believe it or not, but
And if they don't stop it, the tariffs are going to get worse, a lot worse.
yeah, Canada, they said, go all this big fight with Trump and say, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. We're not going to do business. We'll put tariffs again. But yet, do you know most of the drugs coming into this country, not through Mexico, through Canada?
So Monday, sources say Canadian officials pitched Trump for the first time on a fentanyl czar.
The integrity of our borders.
As they show off their tools to fight illicit drugs.
So now it's alarming, right?
Behind the scenes, they're trying to figure out what precisely the czar will do, beyond trying to reassure the president.
Why do they need a czar if there's no fentanyl coming through your border and your objective is not to harm the U.S. population? Why else would it be coming through your border? You could stop it. I mean, they said they're going to put 10,000 troops at the north border, and Mexico is going to put 10,000 at the southern border. I mean, I don't know, man. I just know that to me, is that admission of guilt or is that trying to help the problem? No reason to point the fingers. Let's get this stuff done. and let's keep America first and take care of our people first, man.
Public safety minister says the job requires working with police, the justice system, and other countries.
Fentanyl's our role will be involved in helping to pull all of this together so we can get over any hurdles and
How's
execute
he
a
laughing at?
plan that involves minimizing,
What's this guy laughing at? Look at his face. It's funny to you?
if not eliminating, fentanyl from Canadian soil.
Alberta Premier Danielle Smith had recently suggested a border czar, but the premier, often at odds with the federal government, likes this idea too.
We have one prime minister who's not going to be there in 33 days, and then a new prime minister who might only be there for another 33 days, and then a new prime minister after that. We need to have a consistent voice through this period to demonstrate that we're.
To demonstrate what? That you're trying to stop the fentanyl coming to the U.S.? People think about that. Every one of us has been affected by drugs, alcohol, but fentanyl is just killing people, man. There's no, oh man. I have a friend right now who's in the street that's bad on that stuff. She takes it every day, man, and she's not getting help. She keeps going back, going back, going back. Prayers for her, but man,
Making real progress on it.
A senior federal source says the czar could be
S&S.
someone in uniform or ex-police. With Trump giving Canada 1 month to, quote, alleviate the crisis,
Look at all that fentanyl pills. Where do you think that was going? To the U.S.?
the new czar will have to hit the ground running.
We're looking here at a very short window of opportunity to demonstrate to our neighbors to the south and the president that we're taking.
And if Trump never said this and implemented these tariffs and didn't look at this stuff, it would never happen. Biden never. Did you ever hear the Biden administration talk about this? Did you ever hear Obama talk about this? No. I'll show you what they're doing in a minute.
Very seriously.
It's not clear exactly how Trump will measure success, though Canadians would certainly welcome an improvement in the overdose crisis that has enveloped much of the country for years.
It's actually troubling that the government is now reacting when, in fact, we've all seen what fentanyl has done to some segments of our society.
And the government has said it wants to make progress on the border and drugs, particularly because it's good for Canadians. But with the intensity of this latest effort, it's clear it's fueled by Trump's tariffs.
And so, Catherine, all of this is happening.
Oh, so we gotta stop them. We gotta stop giving them money to help us fight this thing. That's really what this is about. I mean, this is ridiculous. I lost a brother to this and a stepson who was 25 years old. I mean, look at the date. It's coming up on 4 years, right? This is crazy to me, man. I just don't get it. God rest you, Sean. You know, I'll see you when I get there. But, you know, to me, it's like this is what we have until I meet you again. You go to funerals and you lose loved ones and brothers and sisters and people, and this is what you have. You have until we meet again. It's some kind of prayer. What does that do, man? Like, why did it become? Why did it come everybody to have to all of a sudden come to the light? Why? Because you fear the tariff? You don't care about the people dying. That's what bothers me the most. But let me show you what these Democrats care about. Because they don't care about nothing, man. It's a crop. Can't make this up, man. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is why they didn't get it. This is why they didn't get it. Still, we have a new president. They said people didn't vote for this. Yes, they did. Do you know that only 3 out of every Democrats believe that they're in the right situation? Did you know that 2 out of every 10 men believe Democrats are heading in the right direction? Fentanyl is very serious. This is a joke. The people voted for Trump for change. Elon Musk is working for free. All his people, the best of the best. Right now, they found $1 million waste, $1 billion a day waste they saved. But look at this. The Dems don't care about that. They don't care who won. They don't care what the people voted for. Darren, what's up, brother? Man, love, brother. This is what? This is what they do. You ready?
We are here today as elected members of Congress.
They said that Elon wasn't elected. Elon was by Trump's side every step of the way. And people voted for Trump. Crazy margins. The presidency, the House, the Senate. And this is why they can't win. This is why they have no message, man. Because it's resistant. All these governments, I'm going to show you a list in a minute.
We're here today because an unelected billionaire and his team have been given full and unfettered access to our taxpayer money and our government. We just tried to enter the Treasury building as members of Congress, and we will, because we need to provide oversight to Elon Musk and his team. We don't know what they're doing behind these closed doors. The people deserve transparency. The fact that an unelected billionaire has all your private information is a problem.
It is time for us to shine. It is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to make sure that they know we will not go.
What we're in the face of right now is an authoritarian takeover of our country, and we say hell no, hell no, hell no. Oh, you want to use our money to go to Mars? No.
No, what you want to do is you want those kickbacks. You want all those. You don't want to stop drugs. You don't want to stop any of that stuff. You guys don't do none of that. All you guys are sitting there screaming about we don't have no control. We don't have no power. Why do you think you don't? The American people voted. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy, brother. SNS. Shrimp running on a treadmill. I like that one. I don't know what's going on, brother, but let me finish this because this the same ladies that get up in Trump's people's faces. Why did they do any of this shit?
We want to use our money right here in Washington, D.C., in this country. We want to make sure that all of our federal employees are protected.
We have to fight this in the courts. We have to fight this in the Congress. We have to fight this in the streets. We need to fight this all over America. And we need to make sure that the billionaires don't take this country away from the working people of America.
Hold on, guys. What's the list at? Hold on, give me a second. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Fucking $50 million to Gaza for condoms. 20 million of Sesame Street videos. Hold on, guys. I think I found it. Then these damn commercials. Cologuard. If you're over 45, you should go get your colon checked anyway. Here we go. You guys think this is a joke? Oh, wow. What's up, man? Yo, you're going live on Sunday during the Eagles game? You know, they didn't say none of this before about Elon and all this government spending. And when the government went. Exactly. Thank you for that. Yeah, I know these people, man, they're just ridiculous. But check this out. Check this government waste spending report.
Lists $1 trillion of taxpayer money spent on some truly bizarre pet projects, like $10,000 that was given to the.
Before I do this, listen, just even if you don't like Trump, whatever you feel, man, just listen to this stuff, this spending. You tell me why Americans, our tax dollars, have to pay for this.
Bearded Ladies Cabaret to fund ice skating shows about climate change. $32,000 was spent on breakdancing. Nearly $500,000 was spent to determine if lonely rats seek out cocaine more than happy rats. Another $2 million was paid for Paraguayan border security, because who needs a secure U.S. border anyway? $12 million to fund a pickleball complex in Las Vegas. $20 million to air a Sesame Street.
Big Bird goes to Baghdad, man. Come on.
Spin-off about inclusion and mutual respect, not here in the U.S., but in Iraq. And $10 billion on maintaining, leasing, and furnishing almost entirely empty buildings. Ghost towns on your dime.
10 million, whatever, for ghost buildings. That's great.
And all of this wasteful spending brings to mind this Trump tweet from 2014. He wrote, quote, "I hope we never find life on another planet, because if we do, there's no doubt that the United States will start sending them money." Hilarious tweet. Kennedy, I rarely give myself.
So you saw some of them, all that waste, and people are getting fed up and mad. What is Trump doing? How can he do that? That's not right. Well, let me tell you something. We need it. Here we go. This sums it up. I'll probably get flagged, but I don't even care. Because I like Greg a lot.
Krista, it's time to fess up about your.
It's Greg Gutfeld, Fox News, the #1 talk show, beating all of them. Kimmel, Seth, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's the only one I could stand. Another Cologuard commercial. You can't make this up.
Sit down. Somebody grab that poor lady who passed out. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
I'm doing that show tomorrow,
congratulations to
SNS.
Joe Biden, who signed with the Hollywood powerhouse agency, CAA.
Yeah, and
he's already landed the lead in the reboot of the.
Hey, and SNS, let all them Palestinians move back. Or let them other regions take them. We take everybody else's people. We can't go to another country. Here we go. This is Hattie. This is a little. Just look at this, man. Where do you see this? I'm sorry, I got it. This is a little more important than that. I mean, Greg's doing his monologue, but this guy, man.
It is shock and awe, and the mainstream media and Democrats, they are in shambles, freaking out. They have no idea what is going on. So as a public service tonight, I will interpret for them exactly what he said and what his true intentions are. Just like he's starting a trade war. Oh, there goes the economy. Oh, my. No, they don't understand Donald Trump, but I will help them. Anyway, even Stephen A. Smith, by the way, is now calling his own party pathetic. Take a look.
The
Stephen A.
Democratic
Smith.
Party looks so pathetic after this election. I might entertain running. I just might change my mind one day. I doubt it, but I might. Because how much would it take to beat y'all?
Or other countries all over the world.
Here's the one that you can't touch USAA. Nobody even knew what they were doing. Now check this
Billions
out.
and billions. Meanwhile, Americans need help here. They spent a whopping $20 million on a Sesame Street show in Iraq, $45 million for DEI scholarships in Burma, $2 million on trans-led organizations and sex change operations. Is this how you want your hard-earned tax dollars to be spent? $520 million for Green New Deal investments in Africa. $1.5 million was sent to Serbia.
They just did a thing, $2 billion or whatever that was in California or whatever state that was. They put all them solar panels. They just tossed it out.
To advance diversity, equity, and inclusion, and the fun stuff. 70 grand for, Ireland to produce a DEI musical. 50 grand for a transgender opera in Colombia. 30 grand for a transgender comic book in Peru. 2.5 million for electric cars in Vietnam, another 1 million for so-called clean energy in Africa, 44 million for Venezuela and their migrants in Colombia.
Venezuela, who sends all those nasty criminals over, they empty out their prisons. Come on, man.
Millions more go to Gaza, ended up in the hands of Hamas and other terrorists. Nearly 5 million went to the Eco Health Alliance. Oh, what? So they can fund a lab in Wuhan working on gain-of-function research? Not very smart. We could go on and on, as you can see on your screen, but it would take us pretty much the entire night to read
the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development.
We'll talk about that tomorrow, the Gaza Strip, because I think that Trump's going to do something. Though. Why not build over there? Put your people in there, build it back up, let them come back in, let them go back home and live and do what they got to do. But he's right, man. Every day is getting, homicides and people get blown up and this and that. For what? What are you blowing up for? I mean, because you guys are learning to hate each other, you don't even know. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is what we're doing, giving all this money to these countries, wasting money when you got homeless vets over here struggling. You got a drug epidemic. You have a lot of people who still haven't recovered from the pandemic. The education is, set to whatever. Check this out. This is what I care about. Just to let you know, today is National Girls and Women in Sports Day. NGWSD. It's an annual day that recognizes the achievements of female athletes and the importance of sports participation for women and girls, not men. Not men. They celebrate the accomplishments of female athletes, the role of sports in promoting gender equality, the health and social benefits of athletics, the process made towards gender equality in sports, the work still needed to ensure equal access to sports, no men, and the local celebration, contact representation in Congress to encourage sport for girls and women in sports. That doesn't mean men, doesn't mean transgender. Let them have their own situation, man. I mean, if you want to be transgender, that's your business, but that's enough. Yeah, keep the guys out. So today, this is for today's
Growing
dedicated
up
to all the
in
women
Minnesota,
in sports.
I have 3 older brothers who played a big part in my athletic journey. And so I was always introduced to new sports. And I played 3 sports all the way through my senior year of high school, even though I was committed to UNC. So I played soccer, softball, and of course basketball.
That black ice is no joke,
I felt
man.
like it benefited me being a multi-sport athlete because I never felt burnt out in my primary sport. And I was cross-training too. I'm using different muscles. my body's being challenged to move in other ways. And so I think that helped me grow a lot athletically and just like keeping myself healthy all throughout my high school career.
What I'm getting at is this is all about women in sports, not men. Transgender. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, keep the guys out of the ladies' rooms. Hey, you know what I know? Hey, Darren, this for you. I'll bet you one thing, brother. Since Trump's been there, I bet you there's no tampons in the boys' bathroom no more. Hardwire, this that camera I got, man. GoPro, Minolta. I got a case with all kinds of shit, stuff. Now I just got to get a nice little computer. I got another disc. This thing's got everything, man. Got all these little functions and all these little holders. You can do a lot with this thing, man. There's like 50 pieces came with this thing. Comes with even a tripod. It's not a giant one, but it works. In case I need to do videos on the desk. There's everything in here, brother. Me and Cessy are going to do Cessy tours. All this shit, man. I got to go through it. It comes with a lot. I can't wait till the weather breaks, too, and I go down to the river and put the camera in the water, show you some fish, do some documentaries. Me and Cessy. Yeah, they're gone, Darren. And look, I coached 23 years. Let me tell you, man, if you didn't coach, you don't mean you can't have a say. But just if you coach talking about, oh, diversity, DI, man, we don't listen. God made man and women. If somebody wants to be gay, transgender, that's your business. Exactly, your business. Don't push that shit on us. You know, the same way I don't push an agenda on nobody else. Yeah, and good luck to you, brother. If you need something, you know I'm there. Surgery on Sessy's getting surgery on Wednesday. No, he's not getting transgender surgery. No, I'm joking. Now he's got to get something taken care of. Yeah, he'll be good. Yeah, prayers for Sesson, man. He deserves it. It's a good dude, man. I'm telling you. Hold on. I want to show you one more thing. Here we go. I don't know. This should be important to all of us, I guess. Man, prayers for your father, brother. I hope he does good, man. Yeah, Darren. Yeah, that's right. Dude, we're gonna have an awesome time with that. Prayers for your father, brother. But I want to show you guys this because this is what I'm gonna end the show with this. NBC News. This is Punxsutawney Phil.
Where? Vice President Dan McGinley. Gentlemen, are we ready? Yes. Daybreaker, please place the royal red carpet upon the stump. Moonshine, place the scrolls.
This is the Top Hat MC.
Gentlemen, gather around.
Here we go. What do you think, Ant? More winner?
It's a tradition.
You remember when they
To
dropped
get
him?
Phil fired
Who was
up
it dropped him? Mitt
by
Romney?
chanting, Phil, Phil,
Phil,
Phil,
Phil.
Phil, Phil.
Phil. Wouldn't it be funny if he ran out and just jumped on his face, his neck? I have to put my gloves on before I let him exit the tree. Fox with Tiny Phil.
You like the doors, yeah. Hey, buddy, there's a floor in there now. He's in there deep. He's not digging a hole. There you are. Good morning. All right, hold on. I'm so covered in hay. It's Punxsutawney Phil!
All right, come on.
Nice job, Phil.
Thanks, Darren. The gobbler's knob.
Phil's made a choice.
Hold on, guys.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, the prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed the president to the proper scroll, which reads, "What a way to start a Sunday fun day. You always said you'd make it here one day. To this place, barely big enough to contain ya. To this sweet Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. We're all here with the elements combined, where Mother Nature meets Father.
So 6 more weeks of winter. He didn't see shadow. I got some things I got to do, man. My father's going to be, looks like he's going to, and he's opting for the surgery. So we got a meeting with the doctors tomorrow. Now, mind you that my father is not, you know, not in the greatest health, man. The surgery's risky. So I don't even know what to say right now, but I got to call him up. Man, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Remember, man, Trump going to war with the cartels is a good thing. Remember, it's National Women in Sports Day. And I don't know about the winter thing. I don't know if I believe any of that, but you know, from me to you guys, man, love and respect. You know, stay blessed, not stressed. Give it to God, let Him handle the rest, and know that you know, whatever you have going on in your life, man, just give it to God, like Darren says, man. There's nothing else I could do or you could do. You know, even though the surgery's risky, but you know, he needs to get it done. There's so much more I could do. I believe if he makes it through the surgery, his quality of life can get better. And I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. But just keep saying them prayers, man. I appreciate it. And prayers to you and all your families. God bless. Don't forget Mike Ball, 11 o'clock, man. I might be on later on tomorrow, but I mean tonight. But tomorrow I'm going to talk about the Gaza stuff. There's so much to talk about every day. But you know, at the end of the day, my main thing is to come on here and make sure you guys are in a good mood. SNS, I'm praying for your pop, and I hope you guys have a blessed day and know that you're beautiful, man, and love yourself. Who cares what anybody else thinks, man? God bless, man. I know, right? Winter with or without. I don't believe that shit. God bless everybody. Take care.